So just go slow, have fun. You take the camera. Isn't that fun?
That was awesome.
Alright, what's your first impression of a mini bike?
My first impression is it's a little scary, to be honest.
Yeah, the throttle's a little stiff. We'll have to...
It was stiff for me. Like the first time I was having trouble getting it to go, and then it kicked in and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, and it's a low power mini bike. It's only 2.5 horsepower, so it's not...
Still, it felt like I was going 90 miles.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was there.
Yeah, you can do the light with that. Alright, so we're going to make a roadkill style list.
Roadkill style?
Yep. I guess I'm going to have to show you some roadkill videos on YouTube, but they always do it on cardboard for some reason, so we're going to do it on cardboard too. Let's make a list of all the repairs we think we need to do and want to do and should do to take this from the current condition.
To nice.
So this is how we bought it. It's about 5 years old and some things are beat up. Why don't you start on the list? What do we need to do to it?
Well, we definitely need new fenders.
And
Those can't be
I
ruined.
think the rear fender's in good shape.
Yeah, that one looks good, but then it won't match the front.
Well, this one will probably clean up.
That's true. We
But-
can see how it goes.
And if are we gonna paint the fenders or leave them black?
I'd say it'd be cool to paint them.
All right, so let's go with front fender for sure.
Definitely, but maybe a back fender too, depending if it like only comes in a pair, which it very well might.
No, I've actually looked online. They
Oh,
do.
you have? They come in one?
Yeah, you can buy pretty much anything for this. This is a Monster Moto MB or MMB80. It's the 80cc. Pretty much the smallest one they make. It's nice. All right, so what else? So we're fenders on the list.
And the kickstand does not kick back up.
So we need the return spring.
Yes, the
All
return
right, so we
spring.
need the kicks. They call that a side stand, actually.
Side stand?
There's different kinds of stands. This one's a side stand, and we need the spring.
Okay.
Okay.
And the what do you call these?
These are foot pegs.
That's what I thought. The foot pegs are really bent.
I think someone's run those into the tree or the ground.
Yeah, they're pretty bent, so we're gonna see if we can like fix them. But if not, we're just gonna need some new ones.
Those are foot pegs, yes.
You just told me that.
And I wrote down something completely. Yeah, they're both pre-shot, so we'll either have to. We're going to try to repair anything we can, and the parts that are unrepairable we will replace.
And then the fork.
The front fork,
The
yeah.
front fork. It's pretty bent too, so it's kind of hard to steer.
Yeah, the front fork's got a little twist in it. I think that's probably why the front fender is broken too.
Yeah, probably all went together.
So we're going to have to either straighten or replace those.
Yeah.
Alright, what else? How's the engine?
The engine's good.
Alright, we'll probably do some tuning, but the
Yeah.
engine does run, and it goes under its own power,
Sure does.
which is good. So
The handles are looking pretty rough, but we're gonna leave those.
so
as
we
they
need
are.
to tune the. Let's see, so the throttle is stiff, right?
Yeah, and so's the brake.
Alright, so we need to repair the brakes. The brakes in general need to. It's got disc brakes on it. The cable is stiff, and the stopping power is lame. So we're going to have to do a brake job, which might include you know, all the parts are there, so we'll see what
Yeah.
needs to be replaced or just cleaned up. So needs brakes. The throttle is kind of sticky,
Yeah, it's hard to twist. It's like when I'm on, I have to.
and
go
there
like,
is the top is missing. There's a
Yeah.
part missing on the throttle. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is like bare. See how it works? Actually, it's a cool angle.
Yeah, you can actually see the cable twisting in there,
Yeah.
but it's not supposed to be visible.
That's supposed to be
Kill
that way.
switch works.
Yeah.
What else?
It's actually in pretty good shape.
There's a lot of these. Almost every bolt on it is rusty. There's a lot of rusty bolts. So when we're going to tear it down, it's our intention to tear it all the way down to the frame. What are you going to do with the frame?
Paint it.
What color?
I have no idea.
All right, TBD, to be determined.
Yeah.
So
I've got a vague idea.
it's got a black
but it really
seat, so we'll
depends.
probably stick with the black seat.
Yeah. We'll
Um,
polish it up a bit, wash it.
probably, we're not sure on fender if we're going to stay with black fender, kind of coordinate black with the colored frame and black chain guard.
Yeah.
But the frame
I have
itself,
to take this sticker off.
you want to see what's under there now?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Does it feel like there's a?
It doesn't feel quite the same as the vest.
Let me see if you can peel it up.
Alright. It's. I feel like this sticker's been on here for years, most likely.
I wonder if it's. We're not sure if the little sticker is covering a hole or what. Well, I guess we'll find out.
It's pretty stuck to the.
Yeah, we'll probably need to use some goo gone. But,
It is.
oh, there's. All right, we'll leave it down.
It's a hole.
So we've got a hole in the seat.
New sticker.
New sticker. We'll see what a.
I'm not sticking with that one. I can tell you that much.
All right, so got a hole in the seat.
I might sticker the whole seat up.
Yeah, the rest of the seat's in good shape though.
The seat
It's
looks in
got a-
good shape, but it's got a
got
nice
a puncture
hole.
there. How are the grips? I think that grip's a little torn up on the end,
Yeah,
but not
it's-
bad though, right?
No, it's still working condition. That one looks pretty fine.
I'm not sure if we'll replace those or not. How's the rubber?
Rubber,
It holds air.
yeah, it's pretty solid.
All right. So we've got a lot of good working parts.
I mean, it runs. We've ridden it.
Yeah. So I imagine for the engine we're going to want to just, who knows the last time it had maintenance. So when we take it all apart, we'll do an oil change and just some tuning. So we'll need oil.
And we're gonna add a mailbox to it.
Oil change and do some tuning on it.
Yeah.
But I doubt we do anything major on the engine at this point since it works.
Yeah, runs fine.
What about these side plates? There's a front plate, like
Yeah.
a number plate, and two side plates. The decals are completely trashed. So I imagine we take those decals off
Yeah.
and then maybe come up with the complementary color. I mean, if you whatever color you go with, maybe a two-tone.
Yeah, and then if it's a two-tone, I bet the fenders would look good in that.
Yeah, so we'll have to figure out the paint scheme, but the decals have got to go.
Yeah, they're no good.
They're gone.
Gone.
Gotta go. All right. I think that'll get us there. And then we ride.
All right.
Do you want to fire it up?
Sure.
All right. So
Kill switch.
we can demo the. Got to hit the choke.
Nope.
So the choke is right down here, right under the gas tank. There's a little lever.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, in fact, there's a little sign there. I think that's.
Oh yeah, I see it.
So-
Is that like another kill switch?
No, I'll teach you what a choke does, but it restricts the air. That way, when the fuel first starts going in there, it gets an extra fuel for the first start. And then,
Okay, can I start it?
yeah, I'll stabilize it.
Thanks. I've never actually started this thing before.
See if she can. You're gonna have to. You can use 2 hands. I'll stabilize that. There you go. There you go. Give it a couple good pulls like that.
This is kind of tricky.
Probably loud now. Let's give it a couple. Wait. Here we go. Alright. Give it some brakes. Alright, so we got a running bike. Nice job, sweetie. That was your first start. So when you're doing it by yourself, eventually you'll probably get enough grunt to give it a go.
He started in 3 tries. I got my way to go.
Yeah, maybe after it's tuned, it'll start on the second pull. All right, we should probably take it out in the drive and
Go wash it.
haven't done anything to it. There's dirt and grease on it, so we'll probably just give it a once over.
Maybe twice, whatever.
Just for the record, here's our official roadkill list, and like a good daddy, I'll take Miss Splat here in, and I'll show you a couple roadkill episodes where you can see David and Mike and all the rest of them build a list on whatever piece of cardboard they find, or the hood of the car, or whatever they're working on, to make a list like this. I'll get you a bucket and some soap. Don't.
Works fine.
Yeah, hose is ready to go. Please don't spray the camera, but have fun. Start hosing it down. Let me get you some soapy water. Don't hose me down.
What about the camera stands? They're gonna get wet.
Don't worry about that. All right, go ahead and get some soap. That's good.
Just scrub.
Yep, just scrub anything you can get that brush on, and then we'll give it a rinse, and that we'll call that initial. When we tear it all down, we'll be able to clean each individual part like down to the T. By the way, we named the bike. What did you name it?
Can I tell them the history of it?
Yeah, go ahead and tell them.
All right. So its name is MOJ.
Okay. Why?
Because right next to us, we have a car that Rollout bought because he wants the engine, which is a Hemi. Which
So
is
this.
put in his Jeep.
So this is the Hodge, which my wife lovingly. I bought it at auction. It's got a Hemi in it, and the Hemi is going to go in that Jeep.
And why it is called Hodge?
Because she calls it a hunk of junk.
And so this is the mini hunk of junk MOJ.
So we got the MOJ here, lovingly called the MOJ, and when we're done, it won't be a hunk of junk anymore. It'll just be the MOJ.
Yeah, it won't stand for anything, but it's secret.
But eventually, the Hemi and the Durango next to us here will be in the Jeep. That'll be fun. All right.
I'm enjoying this. Let's get back on this.
See if I can get down into some of these smaller. Yeah, the brake. We'll maybe get some brake cleaner or something down in there to really clean that up. We'll be able to. So the one place you don't want to get a lot of water is inside of this piece right here. That's the air, where the air goes in. We'll clean off the.
And you know, it was kind of funny. Dad, when we decided to get a mini bike, Dad's like, now it may take weeks, it may take a few months. Come back in like a week and we find this.
Yeah, I think we got a fair deal on it.
Sure did.
All right, let's go ahead and I think that's enough scrubby dubby.
I like scrubby.
All right, well, let's hose her down and we're losing our light here.
Yeah, we sure are.
Careful that things get hot when they run. All right. And particularly the hot part's going to be there. In fact, you can feel the heat coming, radiating from there. Not really hot yet. I mean, super hot, but that's where the heat's going to come from. Yeah, we'll do some tuning up to where it fires up faster and hotter.
Yeah. That was a pretty slow